5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
start at 125 pounds. First for the visiting Mustangs, ranked 15th in the nation, Jackson Stoffacker. And MSUM will be open. At 133 for SMSU, Hunter Fons. And for MSUM, a junior from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Cole Jones. At 141 for SMSU, Luke Peterson. And for MSUM, a sophomore from Wasilla, Alaska, Hunter Hayes. At 149 for SMSU, Bobby Shields. And for MSUM, a freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, Jacob Thomas. At 157 for SMSU, Lucas Hodges. And for MSUM, a sophomore from Jerome, Idaho, Peyton Ringling. At 165 for Southwest Minnesota State, Elijah Sterner. And for MSUM, a senior from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, Braden Ortloff. At 174 from SMSU, Carter Marks. And for the Dragons, a senior from Park Rapids, Minnesota, Justin Dravis. At 184 for SMSU, ranked 4th in the nation, Caden Steffen. And for MSUM, a freshman from Bismarck, North Dakota, Gage Roldson. At 197 for SMSU, Dylan Macron. And for the Dragons, a senior from Orland, California, Stephen Abbott. And at 285 for SMSU, Jacob Dykes. And for MSUM, sophomores from Moorhead, Samuel Grove. Southwest Minnesota State's head coach is Chase Jackson. MSUM's head coach is Chris Nelson. He's assisted by Griffin Osing, Justin Solberg, Tyler Lehman, and Tommy Walton. Tonight's referee is Kyle Boyson.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse, home of the Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. They are taking on the Southwest Minnesota State University Mustangs tonight in an NSIC duel between the two schools. Minnesota State won the toss, and I'm not quite sure what the referee, what they're going to take for his. But they had choice whether they wanted to introduce first in the even or the odd matches. Let's meet our coaches for tonight. We are going to forego the 125-pound match. Winner by forfeit for Southwest Minnesota State is Jackson Stoffacker, ranked 15th in the country. He's going to receive the forfeit and 6 points for the Mustangs. We will start wrestling here at 133 pounds. The Dragons come into this duel 0-2 overall in dual meet competition, 0-1 in the NSIC. The Southwest State University Mustangs come in 0-2 and 0-2 in the NSIC as well. Wrestling on the mat for the Mustangs is Hunter Fance. Hunter is 9-7 on the year. His opponent from the Dragons from Grand Rapids is Cole Jones. Jones coming in with a 5-6 mark. Fance gets in deep, turned over is Cole Jones. Cole Jones taking him to his back right away. That's 2 points for the takedown, 3 points. Or it appears is 4 points for the near fall. Cole Jones keeping his foot in bounds and is going to go out of bounds. And he's going to get the 4 full points for the near fall. Referee will bring them back to the center. Fance in the bottom position. Cole Jones on the top. Jones now leading 6-0. And we're gonna have a 2-point reversal and then a 2-point reversal again. So Vance gets 2 points for the reversal. Cole Jones gets 2 points back for the reversal. Now 8-2 in favor of Cole Jones. Cole Jones is a redshirt junior from Grand Rapids. He's a 2-time NCAA qualifier. He's a 2019 All-American, 2019 third place finisher at the Super Regionals, 2021 finalist at the Super Regionals, and he finished 7th at 133 pounds in the Minnesota, or the Midwest Classic in Indianapolis, Indiana. With a minute 20 remaining in this first period at 133 pounds. Score is 8-2 in favor of Cole Jones. Less than a minute remaining. Hunter Fance is a junior from State Center, Iowa. In 2020 and 2021, he finished with a 1-1 record. We have warning, stalling called against Fance. Once again, Cole Jones, also a junior from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Jones looking to get near fall points, and he's gonna. And he's gonna get 4 near fall points awarded here at the end of the first period. Jones now leads 12-2 as we head into the second period. Vance has choice to begin this second period. Defers choice to Jones. Jones elects to begin from the non-control position. Quick escape for Cole Jones. 1-point escape. Deep. And on the leg of Vance is Jones, and he's going to get the 2-point takedown. Jones trying to work the leg as he's trying to get a tilt. Here on the near side of the mat. Just over a minute remaining in this first match. I should say there was a forfeit at 125 pounds, giving the Mustangs 6 points. Potentially dangerous is the call by the referee. We'll come back to the center, no change in position. Cole Jones, Jr., undecided major, son of Jessica Martin and George Jones. There's the escape for Vance. 16-3 is the score. Correction, that's 15-3. I give the 2-point takedown to Vance. That coming with just under 30 seconds remaining in the period. Score now 15-5 in favor of Jones. Vance able to run down some of that riding time that Jones has amassed. He had over 2 minutes. Three seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is the end of this. That is the end of this second period at 133 pounds. Vance now has choice and elects to begin from the neutral position as we head in. Quick 2-point takedown for Vance, bringing the score 15-7. No points awarded yet, and there's the 2-point reversal for Jones. And the referee is going to call time. It looks as though it's going to be either injury time or blood time coming up. At this time, I'm going to give a shout out to Midwest Moving Company. They're a proud sponsor of MSUM Dragons Wrestling. Midwest Moving is your local and long-distance moving specialist. Owned and operated nationwide by MSUM Dragons Wrestling alumni. Let us move you. Visit Midwest Moving Company at COMP.com. That's Midwest Moving COMP.com. Or you can call them at 701-429-8006. Once again, we are at 133 pounds. On the mat for the Mustangs is Hunter Vance. On the mat for the Dragons is the junior Cole Jones. Jones currently leading 17-7 with just 1:23 remaining in this match. The Dragons were open at 125 pounds, giving up the 16 points early on to the Mustangs. I know it doesn't show it on the scoreboard on your screen, but Southwest Minnesota State leads 6-0 over the Dragons because the Dragons were open and forfeited at 125 pounds. 1:14 remaining. Cole Jones in the control position. Has 2 minutes now of advantage time. That advantage time comes in at the end of the match for an extra point if you have over a minute of advantage time. Once again, Cole Jones is a redshirt junior from Grand Rapids, and he's a 2-time NCAA qualifier. Good wrestler for the Dragons. As we near the end here, MSUM Dragons are coached by Chris Nelson. And this is his 13th year here coaching the Dragons. His assistants are Griffin Osing, Justin Solberg, Tyler Lehman, and Tommy Walton. I had the privilege of wrestling on Team North Dakota with Coach Nelson way back in the 90s. And so we're going to get 1 point for advantage time added on to the score. And it's going to be 18-7, and that is a major decision win for the Dragons at 133 pounds. 14 points added on to the Dragons, scored 133 points, coming courtesy of Cole Jones, the junior Dragon from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. We're now going to move into 141 pounds, where we have Luke Peterson on the mat for the Mustangs. And on the mat for the Dragons is Hunter Hayes. Hunter Hayes comes in with a 3-2 mark from Wasilla, Alaska. Hunter Hayes is a redshirt freshman from Wasilla. And in high school, he was a 2-time state champion from the state of Alaska. We're about 30 seconds in. No points have been scored. Both wrestlers feeling each other out at this point. And we're going to get a takedown A takedown courtesy of Luke Peterson. So Peterson gets the takedown. Kind of one of those awkward takedowns where it's kind of a roll and gets the wrestler out of position, and he was able to take advantage of Hunter Hayes. Hayes trying the quick switch. Can't quite get out. Peterson now has 30 seconds of advantage time. 1:46 remaining in the first period here at 141 pounds. A quick turn to the back is going to get 2 near fall points awarded to Peterson. Scores now 4-0 in favor of Peterson. He's going to get some more near fall points right here. A quick tilt. It appears as though the referee's going to give him 4 points. They're not awarded yet, but they are upcoming. And there's the referee's signal. 4 near fall points awarded for Peterson on the quick tilt. So Luke Peterson is from Farmington, Minnesota. He's a sophomore. I finished last year with a 4-2 mark. He's a graduate of Farmington High School, 6-time letter winner, 4-year starter. And there's going to be another 2 team points, or 2 near fall points. 2 near fall points awarded for Peterson. Brings the score to 10-0 with just 20 seconds remaining. Quick switch once again by Hunter Hayes. Can't quite get there. It's gonna be 5 seconds remaining. Peterson has amassed 2 minutes and 19 seconds of advantage time. Hunter Hayes is gonna have choice. He need defers choice to Peterson to begin this second period. Peterson elects to begin from the neutral position. Once again, Peterson leads 10-0 after the first period. Peterson had a takedown about 30 seconds in and then was able to tilt Hayes a couple different times. Once for 4 points and 2 times for 2 points near fall in that first period, bringing the score 10-0. Hayes just wasn't able to get away. And here on the near side of the mat, Peterson's going to get the takedown as the wrestlers go out of bounds. Peterson will be in control as they restart. Once again, can't quite get that switch completed. Hunter Hayes is a sophomore. He came here from Alaska with a career record of 101 wins to 16 losses, a 2-time region champ and a 2-time Alaska State Triple Crown winner. He also ran cross country. He's the son of Krista and Sean Hayes. He's a construction management major. And that's going to be the end of the match here because it's 4 points near fall awarded. And that's going to bring the score 16-0. Whereas the Mustangs are going to get 5 team points at 141 pounds. 5 team points coming courtesy of Luke Peterson at 141 pounds with the technical fall. On the mat for the Mustangs is 2-2 Bobby Shields. On the mat for the Dragons is the freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, and Jacob Thomas. Jacob Thomas, a true freshman here, wrestling for the Dragons. He's a two-time state champion at Fargo South High School. He just, in one of his losses, he just lost a 11-9 decision at 157 pounds to the two-time All-American Braden Huber from the University of Mary. So that was a tough loss for him, but a true freshman coming in from Fargo South High School here in Fargo, North Dakota. Once again, his opponent is Bobby Shields. No scoring just of yet here at 149 pounds. Southwest Minnesota State leads the Dragons 11-4 in the dual score, them getting the forfeit at 125 pounds and then the technical fall at 141 pounds. Dragons get the major decision at 133 pounds, courtesy of Cole Jones. Thomas in on the single leg, gets it up to the midsection. This is a spot where he hopes that he can get a good finish as he's trying to get that leg up and then either looking for the trip. And there's the trip, but he can't quite get it out. Oh, he's going to lose it. Couldn't finish that one. That's a tough non-finish for Jacob Thomas. Once again, Jacob Thomas was a three-time state finalist, four-time state place winner, and his prep career ends with 110 wins to 25 losses. Now, for all of you guys out there, this is the first time I've ever done one of these live broadcasts. I typically am the public address announcer for these types of events. But they asked me if I would try to do the live stream, so I'm going to try and do the best that I can. Forgive me if I'm a little slow on some of the action. I haven't done the play-by-play in the past, so sometimes I forget to talk. That's going to be the end of the first period here at 149 pounds. Bobby Shields wrestling for the Mustangs, Thomas for the Dragons. Scoreless first period. Robert Shields is a senior from Wilmington, Illinois. He's got a lot of decorations. He was an academic All-American in 2021 and 2020. And we're going to get an escape. First score on the board is the escape by Thomas. Just 14 seconds into the second period. Thomas gets the escape. He had the choice and chose to begin from the non-control position. Both wrestlers with that collar tie looking for inside position. You can tell that Thomas wants to go for that single leg, whereas it appears that Bobby Shields wants to get in for more of a high crotch. .50 seconds remaining here in the second period. I had the privilege of watching Mr. Thomas wrestle in the North Dakota State Wrestling Tournament. I do the public address announcing for the North Dakota State Wrestling Tournament. I have for like 20 years. And I had a good opportunity to watch Mr. Thomas wrestle several times. A good wrestler, a good recruit for Chris Nelson here and the Dragons. Once again, Jacob Thomas, a true freshman, making the lineup for MSUM. That's the end of the second period, where scoring consisted of an escape by Mr. Thomas. 14 seconds of advantage time collected by Bobby Shields. Thomas in the non-control position. He's going to get the point. I think they forgot to run the advantage time down at the scoreboard. It should be about 0. They're got warning for stalling against the Dragons' Thomas. Once again, it's 1-1. Deep in that low single was Bobby Shields, and he's going to get the takedown as Thomas tried to do a forward roll to kind of get out of it, but kind of got caught. 2-point takedown for Shields. 1-point escape then for Thomas. So we got 1:15 remaining. It's 3-2 in favor of Shields. The advantage time is 0, and we're going to be less than a minute remaining here right now. So advantage time will not be part of any criteria in this match. And Shields gets another takedown here with 50 seconds remaining. Score now 5-2 in favor of Shields. This is the match here at 149 pounds. Once again, the Dragons forfeited at 125. Got a major decision win. That's an escape right there for Thomas. It is now 5-3, 20 seconds remaining. Dragons teammates, Chris Nelson calling out, you got to shoot, you got to shoot, you got to go. 15 seconds remaining. Keeps going back to that collar tie, but he's got to get in. He's got to get in on the legs. Conditioning sometimes a factor as youngsters come up into college. That extra minute and how tough it is in advantage time. The final score there is going to be 5-3 in favor of Southwest Minnesota State's Bobby Shields. So Shields is going to get the 3 points for the win at 149 pounds. You know, and that, I think in that match, you know, you wrestle that later in the season and you're going to see a lot better from Jacob Thomas. I think that that's one of those matches where you had a senior wrestling a freshman and that inexperience probably just showed. So we are on the mat here at 157 pounds. Lucas Hodges wrestling for the Mustangs. On the mat for the Dragons is the sophomore from Jerome, Idaho, and Peyton Ringling. We had a little bit of flurry there, but no scoring. So Peyton Ringling is a redshirt freshman from Jerome, Idaho, a 2-time state place winner in Idaho. He wrestled at Western Wyoming Community College before transferring here to Minnesota State University Moorhead. And we're going to get a throw right there by Hodges as Hodges takes down Ringling and takes him to the back. So we're going to get near fall points here as well. Forgive me because I kind of got caught as I was trying to pull up my computer screen here to talk a little bit about Hodges. Hodges from Lakeview High School out of Cottonwood, Minnesota. Hodges comes in with a 6-8 mark this season. Once again, he's a sophomore. Peyton Ringling on the mat for the Dragons. Hodges doing a great job. They're going to tell, his coaches are going to tell him to step over the head, and he finally gets the fall. That coming with 52 seconds remaining, so 2 minutes 2 minutes, 8 seconds, time of the fall. 2 minutes, 8 seconds, the time of the fall for Hodges, and he's going to get 16 points there for the Mustangs. Score now 20-4 in favor of the Mustangs. Mustangs got a forfeit at 125 pounds. Dragons come back and get 14 points at 133 pounds, courtesy of Cole Jones in the major decision. Then they get a tech fall from Luke Peterson, and then the 3-point win by Bobby Shields, and then the fall here at 157 pounds for Lucas Hodges. That 3-point win at 149 pounds, as I was mentioning before going into this match, I think that that's a match that Thomas wins later. I think that that was one of those scenarios where you know, he's just a true freshman taking on a senior, and the inexperience of Thomas is going to put himself in awkward positions, and he just couldn't finish. You know, he had a good single leg where he had it up to his armpit, you know, and a wrestler of his caliber and a wrestler that has a little more experience finishes that 90% of the time. We are at now intermission, and we're going to come back at 165 pounds with the Midwest Moving Company match of the day. So I think, yeah, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back as soon as wrestling resumes here in just a little bit.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I didn't have to do anything. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But man, being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up out of bed to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. The sheer effort it takes just for basic life functions like breathing has earned you the right to have someone bring that sandwich to you. Your struggle is not lost on us. Have a sandwich, you hero.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
At MadBus, we're taking action to make your ride as safe as possible. Extra sanitizing, protective equipment, and suspending fare collection to minimize contact. We also need your help. Face coverings are required on all MadBus vehicles for the protection of our passengers and staff. We can all get there safely. Together.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn and Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn and Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Today's live coverage on the Dragons Digital Network is brought to you by our broadcast partners, Bell Bank, Brandfolk, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bite Speed, Herbert and Gerberts, Inforum, Gate City Bank, Matt Bus, Microtel, Midco, Papa John's, Pepsi, Richards Transportation, Sanford Health, Shields, Shucks Bus Service, State Farm Agent David Eggers, WDAY, the NSIC, and Minnesota State University Moorhead.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Everybody wants to be the best in town. I'm just trying to be the best me around. I'm just gonna love myself, 'cause there's nobody like me. Everybody wants to be the best in town. I'm just trying to be the best me around.
More exciting way to end.
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
Well, hello, wrestling fans. Welcome back here to Alex Demsick Fieldhouse in this NSIC duel between the Southwest Minnesota State University Mustangs and your MSUM Dragons. We are here at the Midwest Moving Company match of the day at 165 pounds, where we have Elijah Sterner wrestling for the Mustangs, and on the mat, the junior from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota for the Dragons, in Brayton Ortloff. Ortloff kind of in control, but hasn't been awarded a takedown yet here at 165 pounds. Once again, this is the Midwest Moving Company match of the day as we come back from intermission. For those of you that had not been with us earlier, dual score is 20-4. As we go out of bounds, no change in position, no points awarded. Dragons forfeited at 125 pounds, so that's 16 points for the Mustangs. Dragons did come back and get 4 team points from Cole Jones with the major decision. Then the 3 straight wins for the Mustangs. Technical fall at 141 pounds, 3-point win at 149 pounds, and then a fall at 157 pounds. So interestingly enough, our contestants here, Braden Ortloff is a junior from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, 3-time state place winner. He finished 3rd in the 2020 Super Region 5 to qualify for the NCAA championships last year. Ortloff, a good wrestler for the Dragons. His opponent, interestingly enough, is Elijah Sterner. Now, I'm going to go off on a little bit here. Elijah is the son of John and Tracy Sterner. John Sterner, now I'm going to call him Little John. Little John Sterner was a 4-year letter winner and football player for the Mustangs. And he was a national champion at 190 pounds, Elijah's dad. And then went on to coach the Mustangs from 1998 to 2007. Now, Little John Sterner's and Elijah's grandfather. So we're going to get a 2-point takedown right here for Ortloff, and Ortloff looks as though he's getting some near fall points. He's going to get awarded 4 near fall points as he's got his tip toe on the edge of the mat, and they're going to go out of bounds. 4 points near fall awarded for Ortloff. 6-0 the score, which is 38 seconds remaining. But Little John Sterner was the coach for the Mustangs, and his father, Mike Sterner, was the coach from 1968 to 1998. And where it gets a little bit crazier is Mike Sterner, who's John Sterner's father and Elijah's grandfather, was the twin brother of John Sterner, Big John Sterner, who was the wrestling coach here during my career as a Dragon. So if Little John Sterner or Mike Sterner or Big John Sterner, if you're out there listening, hi from Travis Vogley, as you're watching Elijah right here, just get the escape with 18 seconds remaining. So the score is 6-1 in favor of Ortloff. Ortloff has amassed 32 seconds of advantage time as we come in under 10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining here in the first period. So hopefully my little long story was understood. But Elijah Sterner for the Mustangs has no history here for the Dragons, but his family has history for the Dragons, and at least for me. So Sterner to first choice to Ortloff here in the second period. Ortloff elects to begin from the non-control position. Quick stand-up by Ortloff, and we're going to get an illegal. He grasped hands before Ortloff was able to get up, so that's 1 point awarded to Ortloff for the illegal hold. Ortloff doesn't get the escape, but he gets 1 point awarded for the illegal hold. And there's going to be the escape. So now Ortloff leads 8-1 with 1:30 remaining here in the second period. 8 seconds of advantage time for Ortloff. We're now at 1:10 remaining here in the second period of this Midwest Moving Company match of the duel. Quick takedown by Ortloff. Sterner tried that quick little roll to get out, but Ortloff was able to maintain position. And Sterner gets up for the escape. 40 seconds remaining in the period. The score is 10-2 in favor of Ortloff. Ortloff. Deep in on a shot. Ortloff still has that leg. And now there's a 2-point takedown. 2-point takedown for Ortloff. At that moment, you could hear Southwest calling for the takedown. You could hear Moorhead calling for the takedown, and Ortloff was able to get the takedown. That's going to be the end of the second period as Ortloff leads 12-2. Ortloff has 34 seconds of advantage time. Elijah Sterner electing to begin from the non-control position. They didn't start the advantage time, but there's going to be the escape for Sterner. 12-13 is the score, or 12-3 is the score, excuse me. Here at 165 pounds. Once again, this is the Midwest Moving Company match of the duel. Midwest Moving Company is a proud sponsor of MSUM Dragons Wrestling and is your local and long-distance moving specialist. It's owned and operated nationwide by MSUM Dragon Wrestling alumni. Make sure you give them a call or check them out on the World Wide Web at Midwest Moving COMP. Ortloff works in for another takedown. That's 2 points for Ortloff. With 1 minute remaining here in the third period, score is 14-3 in favor of Ortloff. Dragon coaches are going to try and push Ortloff to try and get a turn here or near fall. Now they're going to give him the escape, and now they're going to tell him that he's got to go because they're going to want extra team points here. That's what they're going to try and get. 30 seconds remaining. 14-4 at this point at 165 pounds. Detroit Lakes native Braden Ortloff in control. He's deep. They're going to tell him to switch over. There's going to be the 2-point takedown. And so it is 16-4 with just 3 seconds remaining. And there's still going to be a second on the clock, but injury time for Sterner here right next to the Southwest bench. There's 1 second remaining. But Sterner was taken down pretty hard, and he's going to limp back to the middle, where he has to get into the non-control position for a quick second, and that's going to be the end of the match. Victorious for the Dragons at 165 pounds in the Midwest Moving Company match of the day is Braden Ortloff. Ortloff is going to get the major decision win, 4 points. 14 points at 165 pounds as we move into the 174-pound match between Southwest Minnesota State's Carter Marks, and wrestling for the Dragons is junior from Park Rapids, Minnesota, Justin Dravis. Justin's a redshirt junior from Park Rapids, a 3-time state place winner. He wrestled at 157 pounds, 165 pounds, and 174 pounds in his career here as a Dragon. So Ortloff getting 14 points at 165 pounds, bringing the dual score 20-8. 16 points at 125 pounds in the forfeit for the Dragons at 100, or for the Mustangs from the Dragons at 125 pounds, and then major decision win from Cole Jones, and then 3 straight wins for the Mustangs is where we're at, 20-8, as we're now wrestling at 174 pounds. Both wrestlers still kind of feeling each other out. Carter Marks has a pretty strong underhook. As it looks right there as Dravis is trying to get underneath it. Marks pulling it up there. He's got an overhook and an underhook. It looks like he's almost trying to set up a throw. Carter Marks, the sophomore from Plainview, Minnesota. Finished his prep career with 153 victories. A state place winner. Just 20 seconds remaining here at 174 pounds as both wrestlers are kind of feeling each other out. You can tell that minimally Carter Marks is trying to set up a throw. He comes in with a 9-5 marks where Justin Dravis comes in with a 3-3 mark. And we're going to be 3-2-1. That's going to be the end of the first period at 174 pounds. No scoring. And Dravis is going to have choice to begin. And Dravis elects to begin from the neutral position to start the second period here at 174 pounds. We'd like to thank all the fans from Southwest Minnesota State that are joining us on the NSIC network here at Alex Nimzik Stadium for today's game. That's a 2-point takedown right there for Carter Marks. That takedown comes 20 seconds into the second period here. That's the first scoring of the match. Last year, 2021, Carter Marks had a overall record of 0-7, where this year he's 9-5 at this point in the season. Sophomore appears to be finding his groove. Dragon coaches are telling him to peel hands and get up. That's a 1-point escape for Dravis. Score now 2-1. 30 seconds remaining here in the second period. $15 remaining. Doesn't look like either of these wrestlers are really excited to shoot in on one another. And as I say that, Carter Marks tries to grab the quick snatch single. And that's going to be the end of the second period, where Carter Marks leads Justin Dravis. Marks has choice to begin this third and final period at 174 pounds, and he's going to elect to begin from the non-control position. Dravis tries to put the legs in, hoping to get some kind of tilt. In this position, he wants to make sure that he doesn't get too high. You know, the Southwest Minnesota State, they're gonna tell their wrestler, you know, put your butt up, shake the guy down, you grab his head, and you can flip him over. So you want to make sure that he, you know, Dravis doesn't get too high in that situation. Referee called it a stalemate. Dravis tries to get that far side cradle, couldn't get it, and Marks is able to get the escapes. 3-1 in favor of Marks. Deep into the shot is Dravis. However, Marks is able to flatten him out and then get the spin around for the takedown. Now 5-1. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute 5 seconds remaining. Here at 174 pounds. Marks leads 5-1. Currently, Marks has about 50 seconds of advantage time. And it appears he's going to be able to get to that minute threshold. So 1 minute of advantage time or more accounts for an extra point. So Marks is going to get that, and now he's going to give the escape to Dravis. Dravis trails 5-2. However, there's that 1 point for advantage time that will be added in for Marks. 10 seconds remaining. And 2-point takedown with just 3 seconds remaining is going to give him an 8-2 decision win. 8-2 decision win is the final at 174 pounds for Carter Marks for the Mustangs. It's a 4-point. It's a 4-point major decision win. It's going to be 23, or excuse me, it's going to be 24-8 is what it should be. No, take that back. It's not the major decision. 7-2. Forgive me on that. It's just a regular 3-point win. So it is 23-8 in favor of the Mustangs. Now on the mat at 184 pounds for Southwest Minnesota State, number 4 ranked wrestler at 184 pounds, and Caden Steffen. His opponent is Gage Roldson from Bismarck, North Dakota, wrestling for the Dragons. Gage is a freshman from Bismarck. He won a state title at 170 pounds his senior year, and he finished first in the 2021 Dragon Open. Promising wrestler here from Bismarck, North Dakota, and Gage Roldson. Former Bismarck Demon, also an alumni of yours truly. Obviously good recruits for Chris Nelson this last year. You know, getting Jacob Thomas from Fargo South and then Gage Roldson from Bismarck. 2 good recruits. 2-point takedown here awarded to Steffen. Once again, Steffen is the number 4 ranked wrestler at 184 pounds. So Gage Roldson taking on a real good opponent here. 1-point escape for Roldson. Caden Steffen, the junior from Zumbrota, Minnesota. Placed 5th at the NCAA tournament last year. He's an NCAA All-American. Obviously coming in, you know, ranked number 4. Pretty good wrestler. Gets a takedown there. At the edge of the mat. 4-1 is the score with just under a minute remaining here in the first period. Gage Rolson for the Dragons. He was a 2020 North Dakota High School state champion at 170 pounds. He placed 6th at the Rumble on the Red in 2019. It's a great tournament. It's a pre-health major. Ten seconds remaining here in the second period. Rolson trails 4-1. Stefan has amassed 1 minute and 12 seconds of advantage time. Stefan has choice to begin this third period and elects to begin from the non-control position. 4-1 the score. Stefan leads Rolson. Rolson looked like he was going to try and throw the legs in, but it looked like he was going to be a little high. Probably a good thing that that didn't work out. As Stefan gets the quick escape. Wrestlers out of bounds, no change in position. Minute 45 remaining. Now, Dragons Wrestling is back here at home on Sunday to take on the Northern State University Wolves. That duel at 2 o'clock. Tomorrow, men's and women's basketball are going to be here at Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse as they take on Winona State. You can check out all the Dragons events. Go to the Dragons app or visit them on MSUMDragons.com. Once again, wrestling here at 184 pounds for the Mustangs is Caden Stefan. Comes in with a 10-1 mark. Wrestling for the Dragons is redshirt freshman Bismarck and Gage Rolson. Rolson has a 3-1 mark on the season. Wrestlers out of bounds. No points awarded. No change in position. 51 seconds remaining. Does that, Caden Stefan does that quick little arm drag to kind of get behind Rolson. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish it here. Usually a wrestler of his caliber, once he gets to this position, he'll finish this at least 70% of the time. And there he gets the 2-point takedown. Just 10 seconds remaining. Now he's going to get a point for advantage time. There's just 5 seconds remaining. I'm curious as to, he's not going to get any. That was on the end of the second period, so he's got 1:25. For some reason, I thought that we were at the end of the third, but that's only the end of the second. So it's 7-1 in favor of Stefan. And Rolson is going to elect to begin this third and final period from the non-control position. He tries the quick turn, try and face back into him. However, Stefan was able to thwart that with kind of like a crossface or a far side cradle attempt, and able to take him back down. Score is 23-8 in favor of the Mustangs. 8 points coming courtesy of Cole Jones and his major decision, and Braden Ortloff at 165 pounds. Ortloff got a major decision as well in the Midwest Moving Company match of the day. 1 minute remaining in the match. 2 minutes of advantage time for Stefan. So Stefan, regardless, will get the 1 point for the advantage time. 7-1. Mustang coaches trying to coach Stefan and trying to get a turn here. There's 23 seconds remaining. I'm curious as to why Mustang wrestler did not cut Rolton at that point, because they're not really going to have an opportunity here with 10 seconds remaining to get the extra points. It appears as though this is going to end in an 8-1 decision, and that's just going to be a 3-point victory where, if he would have let him go, he came back with the 2-point conversion, 2-point takedown, that would have given him an opportunity to get a major decision. We're going to end 8-1 at 184 pounds, with Stefan being the winner from Southwest Minnesota State. 3 team points added on to the Mustang score, bringing the score 26-8 in favor of the Mustangs as we head into the 197-pound match. 197-pound match wrestled by the Mustangs. Dylan McEachran. McEachran comes in at an 8-6 mark. Wrestling for the Dragons from Orland, California, is the senior in Stephen Abbott. Abbott, it says he's a redshirt junior, and then it says senior on another page, so I'm not quite sure. McEachran gets the 2-point takedown, however, here at 197 pounds. Abbott wrestled at 184 and 197 pounds here in his Dragon career. Once again, 2-point takedown for McEachran. So I've got 3 different sheets here, and it says that Mr. Abbott is a senior on 2 of the 3 sheets, so that's what I'm going to go with. So McEachran is a junior from Faribault, Minnesota. Graduate of Faribault in 2018. 5-year letter winner. 3-time All-Conference. Placed 3rd as a senior. Comes in today with a mark of 8-6 in Dylan McEachran. Stephen Abbott comes in today with this season's mark of 4-6. McEachran leads 2-1. 1 minute remaining here in this first period at 197 pounds. Just a quick shrug by McEachran as he's going to get the 2-point takedown. 30 seconds remaining here on the far edge of the mat near the fans. Wrestlers are out of bounds. They'll come back to center. No change in position. 19 seconds remaining in the first period. And that's an escape for Abbott. 15 seconds now remaining. 4-2 is the score. McEachran leading Abbott. Five seconds remaining. Good deep double leg. Oh. But McEachran had that whizzer in there, and no points awarded at the end of the period, but it was a great deep double leg shot attempt by Abbott. Hopefully he's going to be able to come back to that. So wrestlers are going to begin this second period. from the neutral position. Hopefully Abbott can come back to that deep double leg takedown attempt that he had right there at the end of the period. But I'm guessing that McEachran is now going to be watching for that double leg. Just kind of a shuck down and shuck by once again by McEachran. That's a pretty good move for him. You know, he just kind of pulls him down and then shucks him by. 2-point takedown from McEachran as he now leads 6-3 as Abbott gets the escape. 1 minute remaining in the second period. McEachran leads Abbott 6-3. Once again, Dragons Wrestling is back here at home at Alex Imsick Fieldhouse on Sunday as they're going to take on the Wolves from Northern State. That duel at 2 o'clock. Dragons men's and women's basketball is here as the Fieldhouse at 5:30 and 7 o'clock as they take on Monroe State University Warriors. Kind of that shuck down, and he's going to get behind the arms and getting another takedown right there. Is McEachran from Southwest Minnesota State. Eight to 3 the score. As we head into the third period, I believe Abbott had choice, and Abbott elects to begin from the non-control position. There's the escape for Abbott. 8-4 is the score in favor of McEachran. All four of McEachran's takedowns have kind of been where, you know, he's kind of, you know, pulled down Abbott and then had that shuck by. You know, where he gets, he pulls him down and then gets behind the arm and just throws him by. Late in the first period, like real late in the first period, Abbott had a real good chance for a double leg takedown, but it was just too late in the period where time expired. That's really been the best shot that we've seen. One minute remaining here at 197 pounds. McEachran gets in on the leg, and Abbott able to get away and counterattack. .35 seconds remaining. 8-4 the score in favor of McEachran. .15 seconds remaining, and if Abbott wants to do anything, he's going to try and have to go for a throw, and that's going to be a 2-point takedown for McEachran, and now he's 10-4 is the lead with 1 second remaining. They were hoping. Looks like there's extracurriculars here at the end. The referee's going to step in between. Unsure. It looked like the referee looked at the table, but I don't know if he took away a team point or anything like that. Nonetheless, Mustangs get the win from Dylan McEachran at 197 pounds as we head into the final match of the day. Final match of the day for the Mustangs is Jacob Dykes. Wrestling for the Dragons, the sophomore from Moorhead, and Samuel Grove. Samuel Grove is a redshirt sophomore from Moorhead, Minnesota here. He's a triple A state champion his senior year at 195 pounds. He was Junior Nationals All-American here at the big tournament here in Fargo. And he wrestled at Division I South Dakota State from 2018 to 2020. And he transferred the second semester of last season. Comes in with a 5-5 mark. His opponent is Jacob Dykes. Jacob Dykes comes from Iowa City, Iowa. He's an academic all-NSIC competitor. Second at the NCAA Super Regional in 2021. Minute 15 remaining. Grove kind of got him in that standing headlock. Let's go with a headlock. Just a minute remaining and the wrestlers break up. This is our final match of the day here at 285 pounds / heavyweight. Once again, Dykes, wrestler for the Mustangs. Samuel Grove on the mat for the Dragons. That's going to be the end of the first period. No scoring. Rather uneventful. And so Dykes is going to defer choice to Grove. Grove is going to elect to begin the second period from the non-control position. One point escape awarded to Groves as he gets away. Just 7 seconds into the second period. Groves leads 1-0. Dragons trail 8-29 in this NSIC duel. Dragons winning 2 matches, both major decision wins. One at 133 pounds from Cole Jones, and one at 165 pounds from Braden Ortloff. Excuse me. Once again, the Dragons are back at home on Sunday at 2 o'clock as they take on the Northern State University Wolves. Basketball is on deck for tomorrow here at Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse, as the men's and women's teams will take on the Winona State University Warriors. Make sure you download that Dragons app or visit MSUMDragons.com. You can see all the scores and all the events, get all kinds of information about favorite Dragon athletes. Once again, Grove redshirt sophomore from right here, hometown, Moorhead, Minnesota. You know, and he was a Class A or AAA state champ, 195 pounds, junior national All-American. Transferred here from South Dakota State last season. Here at the beginning of the third period, we're going to be evened up again as Dykes gets the escape. Both wrestlers getting an escape. 1-1 is the score. We haven't seen any real close takedown opportunities. But usually with the bigger wrestlers here, there's a lot of positioning and a lot of pushing back and forth where they're working for position. And, you know, unfortunately with these bigger guys, they're a little more top heavy. And so when one gets in a bad position, that's usually when the other takes advantage. These wrestlers are a lot more careful as to when they're going to take shots and some of those other things because just the sheer weight of their other opponent. It's hard to finish unless they get in on a real good shot attempt. 40 seconds remaining in the second period. Dykes working an underhook. Well, now they're going to call warning stalling against Grove. Just 13 seconds remaining. It looks like they're saying that Grove is backing up. But once again, this is one of those scenarios where they're both kind of hand fighting and both fighting for that inside position. And that's going to be the end of the second period, or end of the third period, excuse me. And we're going to head into overtime. Forgive me. 1-1. Both wrestlers got an escape in their respective second and third period. And we go into overtime, and this is going to be 2-minute sudden death or sudden victory, as I probably should call it. And hopefully we can decide that here in sudden victory because good shot attempt right there by Grove. But as you can see with these bigger guys, they're able to get out of that unless you get it up there right away. A little rusty with some of the overtime criteria here at the college level, so might have to play it by ear if it goes any farther than this sudden victory period. 1:15 remaining in overtime, sudden victory period. Oh, it looked like Grove was going to attempt a quick shot, and Dykes was going to try and shuck him down and get behind him, and Grove did a good job of getting back up to his feet. 50 seconds remaining. Oh, quick stop. Oh. A great low single attempt by Grove as he kind of caught Dykes napping, and then Dykes, obviously very athletic, was able to get out of that. Both of these guys are pretty athletic big guys. Oh, and with 17 seconds remaining in the match, Grove just got in an awkward spot, and Dykes was able to capitalize, and he's going to get the overtime win there at heavyweight. That's a 3-point victory for the Mustangs, and the final here is going to be 32-8 Dragons win 2 matches. They win matches at 133 pounds. Cole Jones gets the major decision. And then a major decision comes to the Dragons via Braden Ortloff at 165 pounds. Now that match was the Midwest Moving Company match of the day. Real close. What'd you say? Okay. Dragons schedule coming up here. I'm gonna try and get to my stuff here. Forgive me. Oh, there's the monitor. Oh, there's our upcoming schedule. Forgive me, I'm new at this. Northern State here on Sunday at 2 o'clock, and then Augustana on the 29th. Parkside Rangers at 2 o'clock, and that's going to be on the Dragon Network. They're going to be at Minnesota State taking on the Mavericks at 7 p.m. on the 4th of February, 5th of February. Then they are at Upper Iowa and then at St. Cloud State on the 10th. So they got 3 home duels coming up here in the next back-to-back weekends. Northern State tomorrow, and then Augustana and Parkside next weekend. Chris Nelson here in his 13th year, along with Griffin Osing, Justin Solberg, and Tyler Lehman and Tommy Walton. They did a good job of getting some good wrestlers here. NSIC is one of the toughest wrestling conferences in the country, especially at Division II level. So, real good wrestlers these guys face each and every week. As I was going through today's schedule, once again, 2 matches won by the Dragons, but 2 matches that could have been won by the Dragons. One from Jacob Thomas, as he could have won at 149 pounds. I think a more experienced Jacob Thomas wins that match at 149 pounds. And then Samuel Grove just kind of got out of position in overtime. And that's a match that could have went the other way. That's another 6 points for the Dragons. So, it could have been closer. And then obviously the forfeit at 125 pounds, gives the Mustangs 16 points without anything really going there. We'd like to thank Midwest Moving Company, as Midwest Moving Company is the proud sponsor of Dragons Wrestling. Midwest Moving is your local and long-distance moving specialist, owned and operated nationwide by MSUM Dragons Wrestling alumni. Let us move you. Visit Midwest Moving Company. That's MidwestMovingComp.com. Once again, Dragons back here on Sunday. We'd like to thank all those fans from Southwest Minnesota State that joined us here at Alex Nemzik Stadium. Dragons basketball, men's and women's, will take on Winona tomorrow. And with that, I'm Travis Vogel, and this was my first ever broadcast. And thank you for stumbling along with me. And if I get the opportunity to do it again, hopefully I'll be better next time. Have a great night, and we'll see you from here at Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse.